Here. So today we're going to be talking about the ongoing situation involving Twitch and, of course, by default, Twitchcon, which is currently underway at San Diego. There is some very big and concerning controversies involving this event, which have really culminated a long-standing history of security-related concerns involving content creators and really just the culture involving Twitch and Twitchcon as a byproduct. And we're going to talk about so many things today. Well, first of all, we're going to do a follow-up to yesterday's video where we talked about Emiru, who is a very popular Twitch streamer who's made the platform millions upon millions of dollars. She was sexually assaulted during a meet and greet at TwitchCon 2025, and she is someone who reported that she wanted her own personal security detail at this event, but
she did. I'm watching video. She did report. Sorry. She did report that she wanted her own personal security guard, and Twitch told her she couldn't. Twitch told her she couldn't, and Twitch told her her old security guard was banned from the premise because he protected her at a previous TwitchCon. So it's like, it's so dumb. Twitch told her that she really couldn't have her own personal security around her, and this is what happens. This is what happens when you tell them they can't have their own personal security and stuff like this.
that security was banned because they did their job. They prevented creeps from getting too close to her, but they were banned. But the weirdos attacking her, we'll see that they don't get a permanent ban like their security. They get a 30-day ban for sexually assaulting her. We'll get into that, don't worry. But anyways, this is the clip where some loser ran up on stage and sexually assaulted Emiru, and the security provided by Twitch did not do their job. They did not protect her. It was an embarrassment. And then you see people like TMZ saying that Emiru was allegedly.
I love how TMZ twists the word to say allegedly. Allegedly. There was no alleged about it. She was sexually assaulted. Don't say allegedly, TMZ. Don't be one of these left nut journalist brain holes, because that's what they are. They're a left nut journalist brain hole that shoots out left nut brain stuff and literally just like, yeah, we're just gonna go with the allegedly left nut brain, even though there's proof, actual evidence, video footage that she was actually, there is no alleged about it, TMZ. She was sexually assaulted. She was sexually assaulted. There's 100% proof that guy went up to her, tried to kiss her. Apparently one of my friends told me he had a knife. But yeah, I didn't hear that from Emiru, but at least my friend told me he may have saw him have a knife. But still, he assaulted Emiru, and you're gonna put out this allegedly stuff. Allegedly stuff. Because you can't believe her, because she might be a right nut, she might be a right winger. Because she sides with Asmongold and Tectone. Get the fuck out of here, TMZ. Get the freak out of here. You guys need to get your head checked.
Assaulted. No, it was not allegedly. She was assaulted in broad daylight. And Twitch let this happen.
They let it happen.
But now, the Twitch CEO, Dan Clancy, Gooner Clancy, who normally spends all of his time like looking at the OnlyFans girls who are abusing his terms of service on his 13-plus website. Anyways, he says they're looking very closely at everything that happened to Emiru. I care deeply about Emiru. So I think this response from the community note system on Twitter is very fitting. Twitch came out with an official statement saying this, basically saying that they tried their best to go after this guy, and they're using all their resources, but the note says this. Twitch allowed the assailant to walk originally and was only pressed to apprehend him until Emiru's manager pushed for it. The individual was allowed to walk originally. Twitch allowed the assailant to bypass several barriers and creator lines. Emiru's tweet on this with a source. Right.
Exactly. Twitch allowed him to cross several barrier lines, which it should allow him to cross, because they have relaxed. The security was being very lax, and they didn't protect Emiru. And they told her she couldn't have her own personal security guard, so they literally allowed him to pass several checkpoints. And after he did it, they let him go free. They're only originally going to give him a 30-day ban. They're only originally going to give him a 30-day ban off the platform and say just couldn't come back to this TwitchCon. But because Emiru's manager pushed for more harsher consequences for the man, that's when they decided, we'll give him a perma ban off Twitch and permanently banned from TwitchCon. Which sure he's permanently banned from TwitchCon, but he banned off that one. That ain't gonna stop him. What if you want to go hurt somebody else at another con? You can go to another con and hurt somebody else. This man need to be locked up and put in jail. He need to be locked up and put behind bars.
There. But we have another source. Another example of this dude who assaulted Emiru live at TwitchCon. He just walked out. He just walked out of the event with no one pursuing him. But understand, guys, Emiru and her preferred security, they were banned from TwitchCon for what? Doing their job. But these freaks, these incompetent weirdos at Twitch, they did not do their job. And they allowed this guy, this freak, to simply walk away. Now, of course, Dan Clancy, like I say, Gooner Clancy, he did an interview with who else but Taylor Lorenz.
Obviously, we saw one Twitch streamer yesterday, Emiru, get assaulted by a male fan, and a lot of streamers have, especially female streamers, have talked about, the danger that they feel from these sort of toxic, I guess, parasocial kind of creeps. What are you guys doing to prioritize safety? Because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
The safety of our creators is the top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you aren't there. Okay, it's very different, when I use other short form content and people say all sorts of stuff, well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream, they basically don't bother me. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that we care deeply about, securing this environment. We're looking very closely at everything that happened there, and I care deeply about Emmy. She's a friend of mine, and so I want to see how we can support her. This is just something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry about helping creators, but that means there's always more work to be done because that's the world we live in now.
Demi had posted earlier today that I guess this fan was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon. Why should streamers trust Twitch to keep them safe at TwitchCon? Because I feel like simultaneously this has been such a secure event to the point that even journalists have had struggled. It is very secure, but here's this man that just walks up and is somehow able to bypass all these things. So why should they trust the platform when slip-ups or, issues like this have happened?
Well, as you know, I think you toured some of what we do in terms of security. The reality is, even as you do a lot in terms of security in today's world, there are challenges that can present themselves, especially when someone is putting themselves out there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Gooner Clancy. Friends don't do that to their friends. Okay, they don't leave them to go out and get assaulted in front of people and have nobody, no security to defend them. This guy, put on a cowboy hat all you want, cowboy, but you're a coward. And look at Taylor Lorenz wearing a mask. In 2025, what year is this? And understand that this is the same woman who not only doxes people because they disagree with her journalism, but this is the same person who simps for Hassan Piker, the same guy who's been attending protests wearing a bulletproof jacket, right? He feels so unsafe, he wears a bulletproof jacket, but he feels comfortable enough bringing his dog to the same events. This guy is facing allegations of animal abuse, and he's bringing his dog to an event where he feels so unsafe, he wears a bulletproof jacket. Let that sink in. You know what? I'm not on Collargate the last 2 days. We might pick it up again tomorrow, but look at this dude. Look at him.
Look at him. Look at him.
Bulletproof jacket, but
look at him. Bulletproof jacket. We're bringing a dog to an event that he feels unsafe. I wouldn't bring if I'm wearing a bulletproof vest, I'm not bringing my dog to an event or my cat to an event where if I feel unsafe and I would need to wear a bulletproof vest, I'm not gonna bring my pet to an event where I feel unsafe or my pet can get hurt as well as me. It's like, that makes no sense. There's no logic in that. And this is why I don't like Hassan. And this girl, if she is doing that, then she's wrong. And she's wrong. And the fact that she's wearing a mask in 2020, my grandmother, like, you gotta wear a mask. I'm like, grandmother, I'm not wearing no mask if I'm sick. Grandmother, I'm not gonna die from this sickness. My grandmother over exaggerates because the mask, like her holy grail. Oh, mask, and be like, woman, that mask ain't gonna save you. What's gonna save you is Jesus. But yeah. Honestly, this is just Hassan. I cannot stand Hassan. I cannot stand the man. He's everything I have wrong with people on the left. He's everything I have wrong with people on the left.
dog in hand. It's just a prop. It's just a prop, guys. We all know this. But anyways, Moist Critical actually dropped a video about Emiru and the TwitchCon situation, and honestly, he's right.
And in fact, it wasn't until her manager pressed them for action that they did anything at all.
Exactly.
That's unhinged. They didn't want to, jump into action after a fucking assault just took place. I just don't get it. That's completely unhinged. It almost feels like maybe they're more angry about Emiru's bodyguard there shoving the guy. Like maybe they're thinking about banning him from Twitch events in the future or something. Like it doesn't seem like their priority is safety. If they were going to just let this guy walk away until Emiru's manager had to force their hand to do something, this is just not a safe environment. And this isn't a new criticism of TwitchCon. This has been consistently something that people have spoken out about for years with TwitchCon. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have heard the horror stories that have been reported numerous times in the past at previous TwitchCons about, like, drink spiking or, like, the lack of security present, stuff like that. It has been something that people have mentioned numerous times, and every time Twitch tries to assure the community that, they're really taking security seriously this time around. This time, it's fucking locked down. There's going to be no issues. And like clockwork, there's always seemingly some kind of big security concern or something that arises at TwitchCon. It's just, I don't understand how they're not doing anything to, remedy it.
I mean, he's 100% correct. Look at clips like this. The security at TwitchCon is an absolute joke. Let me say that again. The security at TwitchCon is an absolute joke. They have allowed this to happen. And guys, by the way, not trying to expose anyone or put them in a situation, I have seen both females and males, including people I have actually met up with in person, who have claimed they were sexually assaulted at TwitchCon. Not just TwitchCon, but TwitchCon 2025. It's a culture. It's a very disturbing culture that has been culminated on Twitch and by people like Dan Clancy. He has allowed this. And you know what he was doing during these allegations of all these things happening? He was going to after parties. This, like, ancient man going to after parties. Meanwhile, people on his platform, including some of the most important people to his bottom revenue, is...
Damn, he's going to after parties? You're going to after parties while one of your biggest platform streamers were just assaulted. Emiru's a big streamer any way you want to cross it. And he's going to after parties. After parties! Show your priorities, man! It's like I said, actions speak louder than words. I don't care what his words are saying. I want to see what his actions are saying. And his actions speak way louder than words, where he just didn't give a damn about what happened to Emiru. He didn't give a damn about what happened to her. He may say he cared about her, but he didn't. Only reason he responded the way he did was because he had no other choice, because Emiru's manager forced him to. She forced him to. And here they are, these people breaching several lines of security to get where they had to go. And guess what? Twitch don't give a darn. Twitch does not give a darn. In a way, I'm kind of glad I didn't go to TwitchCon, because I wouldn't want to be sexually assaulted. And if it did happen, I probably would have got banned from Twitch for hitting the person that sexually assaulted Emiru, if I would have saw that happen. Because that is just wrong. That's just wrong. The fact that Dan Clancy is going to after parties rather than making sure Emiru's okay, rather than checking on her, spending time with her, making sure, console her after what just happened. No. Twitch, you have a problem. Twitch, you got a problem.
Bottom dollar, they were being assaulted. He couldn't care less. How does Twitch and its owner Amazon deal with this guy? Step down. That's it. Step down. Right now.
Step down.
You can't even turn a profit. This company, like I said yesterday, they make billions every year. And they're still not profitable. And yet their gooner CEO just goes around partying, doing whatever he wants. And the conventions related to his company are filled with endless complaints about sexual assault. And he's still there. What are you doing, man? But let's go back to Emiru. Emiru actually released a statement saying a lot. Okay, it's a long statement, but basically she is talking about the situation and she's very shaken. We all understand.
I understand, Emiru.
How bad this situation is, right?
I understand, Emiru.
But you released a video on YouTube that's gotten a lot of attention, addressing what happened at TwitchCon, and she begins with this clip right here, where she talks about the sort of ban of the person who assaulted her.
I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
The freak! That's what I'm saying! The freak!
What?
The freak!
And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be a definite what you're talking about. So that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they change it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Exactly.
Also, later this same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying.
Absolutely and utterly disgusting.
Utterly disgusting. Utterly disgusting.
Guys, long-time viewers with
that is disgusting. Just out party. Hey, one of our content creators just got assaulted. Let's go party. Let's go party. Let's go drink it up. Yay! Can I get another drink for Emiru getting assaulted? The naughty to F? Naughty to F? Oh, Twitch, you need to get your platform under control, and you need to ban people like Hassan from the platform. Don't give him a platform to speak on. Hassan is openly promoting terroristic things on the platform. And Emiru, here's Emiru getting assaulted, and you do nothing about it. I can't deal with the Hassan Orbiter. You're like, oh yeah, oh yes, my queen, Hassan Orbiter, I'll protect you. With the Hassan Orbiter, but the incidents of Emiru, someone that's friends with Tectone, friends with Asmongold, and both you want to call rights wingers, you don't want to protect her. Bullcrap, Twitch.
you know, some really sharp observational skills. Look above me. I used to have my Twitch handle right here. It's gone. I'm not doing that anymore. Nope. You know, I feel like there's been something telling me, like, it's wrong to support Twitch. But after this, like, I got the courage to say, no more. I'm done with that. If you guys want to support me, you can do it in other ways, but not on Twitch. Okay? We are done with that platform. A 30-day ban for sexually assaulting someone live at TwitchCon? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? I am so sorry for Emiru or anyone who has to deal with this nonsense. 30-day ban for sexually assaulting someone at your convention? Not a permaban, not arrested, no claims for legal justice, just a 30-day ban?
Sad.
Dude, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Seriously,
Twitch?
what are we doing?
What are we doing, Twitch?
I'm horrified by what I'm looking at. This happened.
The dude should have been arrested. The dude should have been arrested and put behind bars. But no, Twitch does nothing about it, and they let him walk free like nothing happened. But yeah, Emiru has a security guard that protects her, and they're completely banned from TwitchCon and the platform. That's so dumb.
Okay? She was assaulted live at TwitchCon, and they got nothing to say. But here's another clip from her video.
I don't think that Twitch would have put out an official statement if that clip wasn't posted and going viral. And even after the fact that that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today were not reached out to ask if they wanted extra security or if they even wanted to cancel their meet and greet. Like, maybe some people were, but I know for a fact Extra Emily wasn't. My personal manager made sure that she had extra security. No one reached out to her. Don't know about everyone, but I know that for a fact.
No, she's right. If you're someone who is supposed to be a host at any sort of meet and greet or whatever at TwitchCon, how do you feel safe? And I want to share a very disturbing...
How do you feel safe? Yeah, how do you feel safe? They weren't reached out and asked, do you want extra security, extra people to protect you? No, they were just like, oh, we're just going to sweep it on the rug, not tell them anything about it. Not tell them like nothing happened and not let them know that's happened. And just hope it goes under the rug. And I said the only reason, like I said, Emiru said they responded was for when our manager, right? Our manager pressed them, and for when that clip went viral. If that clip wouldn't have went viral, Twitch wouldn't have cared. Twitch wouldn't even put out a statement if that clip wouldn't have gone viral from a person recording it. Thank God for us having phones. And thank God for that person recording that. Seriously, thank you, Jesus, for that person recording that. But literally, nobody, Twitch did not want to respond. They did not want to take care of it. They wanted to have their key staff members go out partying tonight like nothing happened. Like nothing happened. And not let other people know, hey, we might need to bump up your security because this happened to another content creator here, and then one of our guests here. Let's bump up security. No, nothing. So sad.
Account here from Chibidoki. Okay, this is a VTuber, and apparently, by the way, people were cut off. According to these users, she was cut off from her meet and greet. She had time to spare to talk to these people, but the staff at Twitchcon cut them off and said Chibidoki was sick. And that's why they were cut off. According to Chibidoki, she was not sick. They made that up. That's gross. That's weird. What's up with that? But it gets worse. Apparently, during the verification process, she had to unmask herself. Which is not only frightening for any content creator, but especially a VTuber who wants to, keep their identity a secret. She had to do that to get in with her spot. And you know what? About 2 years ago, me and my wife, we were featured guests at a convention in 2023. And we went behind the scenes. Sorry, banging my ring against the desk. But we went behind the scenes and we went to a Chibidoki Q&A. And she was wearing a bucket hat covering her head. And she had a mask on. And I believe she was wearing sunglasses as well. The point being, she wants to hide her identity for very obvious and good reasons. Okay?
Good reasons.
It's not just the haters who are going to...
It's exactly. They want to... I'm a VTuber that's shown my face before. I can care less. I've shown my face before. I was a face cam streamer way before I was a VTuber, which I don't really care about that anonymity when it comes to not showing your face. But I understand why some of these VTubers, especially the female ones, don't want to show their face. I understand why they want to hide everything behind a mask. It's to protect themselves so that they don't get creeps that stalk them. They don't get creeps like we've seen it before with what's her name? The one girl that had the stalker that banged on her house with a sledgehammer. That she literally got a gift from at TwitchCon a couple years ago, maybe even been last year. She got a gift from at TwitchCon. He came to her house because he put a tracker on one of her gifts, came to her house and banged a sledgehammer on her door. That's the reason they want to remain anonymous. And yes, she came out and eventually showed her face. Camilla eventually came out and showed her face. Camilla is a very brave person for that. Camilla eventually came out and showed her face. But even Camilla said the reason she had that anonymity at first was because she wanted to protect herself from those kind of people. And she understands why her friends do it, because they care about protecting themselves from those people that would like to stalk them, hurt them, know where they live. That's when you have streamers like Smugalana saying she'll never go to a convention, or like Snuffy saying if she go to a convention she's going undercover, or saying what's her name? What's her name? What is her name? She always hangs out with Haruka Caribou. I can't remember her name. Ariel saying she'll never go to a convention because she likes to keep that anonymity. They want to keep that anonymity so that they don't have to worry about stalkers stalking them and hurt them. And I understand it. I understand it completely. And you want to make her unmask to make her feel like, oh, well, you got to show your face in order to get in here because we don't want to keep you. We don't want you to have your. We don't want you to keep your identity secret. That is some bullcrap, Twitch. She does it for a reason. She wants to have that anonymity so that people don't know who she is, so she can be protected and go outside, not worry about someone trying to stalk her or hurt her.
Going to go out and try to harm you. It's the people who are obsessed with you in an unhealthy manner who are also a threat. So, protecting your personal identity, that is very important.
Very important.
But apparently she had to unmask herself in front of strangers because TwitchCon demanded that of her.
That's sick.
Let's just watch one more clip from Emiru.
I didn't really get a chance to talk about it because of, little things that were happening, but I kind of wanted to apologize for some people were talking about the clip of me getting kind of emotional at the end of the RV trip. That shit kind of slipped out, but there's a lot of things that I haven't wanted to talk about that I think I would probably be talking about when I get home from Twitchcon. So, just want to let you guys know about that. Yeah.
So in this clip, she does not confirm who she's going to drop this video or whatever it is on, right? But based on context and some comments from other popular YouTubers who might know this potential person, I have a very sinking suspicion of who this is, and I have the absolute worst vibes from this person, and I think I know who it is, and if she is gonna speak the truth on this guy, all I can say is, Emiru, go for it, because this guy is a weirdo. He is a very weird and like I said, worst vibes ever. Like, speak your truth. Do it, Emiru. Speak your truth. That's all I got to say about this particular clip. But anyways, that's going to do this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Good Rev Desu video. Good Rev Desu video. Good Rev Desu video.